I haven't talked this story because that's something as well that my family, not even myself, that's why I think Sir Alex Ferguson and all of them trust a lot in myself. Like I think that was the cherry of the pie of like saying of like Sir Alex Ferguson and the whole coaching staff and everyone to agree that I should deserve a chance of try in Manchester United, because you know how he was, how that school and that culture of like you need to have more than only football qualities to be a Manchester United player, right? We all knew that, and that's something that Solskjaer right now is trying to bring up again in a way, but I can see it as well in some players that they want to come. Not only players that play good, it needs to be something. Manchester United is always being very warm and very family, home-based, in a way. So anyway, the story is like Jim Lawler make it like almost like a movie, like no one should know. And they know the culture of Latin America and probably deal with a lot of players. And of course it's easy. And it's Manchester United. It's Manchester United wanting a Mexican player the first time ever. Of course it could create chaos and news and stuff. I understand it. So man, I arrived. And when I saw Jim, Irish, almost 2 meters, so I don't know, and I'm 175. When I saw him, I honestly feel like this is real, man. Like, this is real. Like, he's coming from there, then we're going to speak. Anyway, we see Jim Lawler then in front of me, the translator, my dad, and myself. And then Jim starts speaking in English, speaking a lot, and he asked me about, he wanted to make sure that I wasn't this kind of player that utilize a club to get a better deal somewhere else, right? Because imagine if I go out and I say, hey, Manchester United won me, then probably another teams can come and then they start doing who offers more money. And for me, it's like, okay, I'm looking about money only and going. So he starts speaking about the culture, about a lot of stuff. It was a good surprise for him. 2 surprises that he got, because first of all was he speak and then he looks at the translator and he say, okay, translate. And then I stop the translator and I say, no, stop, let me just try. I think, and I said that in English, I think I understand, I want to try, like that. So I try my English, not as good as now, but I try my English because in my mind with adrenaline, man, I think it makes me speak proper English, because probably the sentences was terrible, but I knew the words that I need to say, right? And I just told, I don't remember the exact words, but I told Jim, look, I know the final of 2008, I know the final of 1999, and I start saying names. Like, I know the class of 92, I know about Giggs, I know about the school, Sir Alex Ferguson, the coaching staff, like Old Trafford, I dream about it, and I even joke, like, I remember one game that I was happy Manchester United lost, sorry, that it was the Real Madrid one, because my idol do a hat-trick over there, and for me it was like my idol, so he scored a hat-trick, and he laughed, no? And I started speaking about that in a very bad English, and I said that. And I noticed the expression of Jim of a relief in a way that we can trust this guy. Like this guy knows us in a way, and he knows. And I said, look, don't worry, I want to go and play with you. It doesn't matter. Then the meeting happened a little bit more, then it finished because they told me, look, there's steps, we need to do different steps, right? Then when I got out of that house, like with that meeting, apart that I cry and I couldn't believe it, I stay myself in that, like, I don't believe it, because that was the best way for me to don't make it like a thing that could unbalance my present in a way. Because my present was amazing. I was scoring a goal every match. The fighting for a place in the World Cup was amazing. It was around the corner. I wanted to be champion of my club, being a starter, and then probably go to Manchester United. So when I went out, I was like, it was very weird. It's like, you're gonna be a Red Devil, don't worry. But just focus in your right now, right? And then the call with Sir Alex Ferguson came, Man, it was one of the most complicated calls because his Scottish accent, man, and in that moment I wasn't very like aware of that language, right, man? So it was so complicated to understand. So you can see myself like pushing the phone to, because imagine he was speaking from Manchester and I was from Guadalajara, and the first time we spoke, and imagine the connection and stuff. I was like pushing and trying to like put attention. Like I never in my life was so focused in a phone call ever. And it was great and it was amazing. And then when I arrived sorry if I jump on times, and when I arrived to the presentation, he wanted to have a dinner with myself and my family. Man, in the way that he presents himself and the way he treats you like a human, but he knows that he's Sir Alex Ferguson, of course, and he's in charge of a culture, literally, around the world or whatever. The way that he treated my family, for me, was like, yeah, I'll kill myself for this manager inside the pitch, for sure. For sure. Wow. Like if he treats my family that way, man, I'll vomit every game after, you know, if I need to help him to achieve games, championships, or whatever. So yeah, the story was that was like brilliant. That. Of course, with less or more details, but yeah, it was amazing, man.
Wow.